Once upon a time in a convenience store, a woman asked, "Which zero-calorie drink will I like more?" The cashier said, "I have a thought. Coke Zero Sugar always hits the spot." The taste made her heart fill with laughter, and with her Coke Zero Sugar, she lived happily ever after. Coca-Cola Zero Sugar, unbelievably delicious.
No trip to the store is complete without the unbelievably delicious zero-calorie taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Pick some up at 7-Eleven today.
And now the famed preseason primer for Saturday night. All the information that you need for your winning picks. Joe Duffy's picks. First two NFL Wise Guy plays of the entire year, including the ESPN preseason game of the year. We break down exactly why this is such a strong play. All that more, Joe Duffy's picks. You'll get Major League Baseball too. Joe Duffy's picks, offshoreinsiders.com, www.offshoreinsiders.com. Now some news and notes, quarterback rotations, etc. Seahawks send the Chiefs out for Seattle offensive lineman Jamarcus Webb, running back Zach Brooks, C.J. Prosisi, Thomas Rawls, also running back, so they are very thin at running back. Receivers, Kason Williams, Calvin Smith, Deshaun Fox, strong safety, Cam Chancellor, stud player. Defensive tackles, Jordan Hill, Silvar Saluya, and tight end Jimmy Graham. Hence, they're going to be very young and unproven at running back, and not much of an offensive line in front of them. That's considered a weak point. Expect Russell Wilson, as pretty much every starting quarterback does, get a series or two, with the rest falling on Trayvon Boykin and then third-teamer Jake Heaps. Now, Boykin has been looking good, the rookie in practice so far, but let's see how he performs against real competition. Chiefs will be without pass rushers Justin Houston and Tambu Howley, so that's their top two pass rushers in reality. Chiefs signed Nick Foles as they are desperately seeking a backup quarterback. Colts and the Bills. Buffalo very thin at all positions, especially at linebacker, as Reggie Ragland likely out. The Bills will rest running back and kickoff returner Reggie Bush. Starting wide receiver Sammy Watkins is also out. Colts star running back Andrew Luck will play, though briefly. In addition, offensive lineman Hugh Thornton sitting out. The Colts will be without their defensive ends Kendall Langford, Art Jones, and Henry Anderson. Cornerbacks Tevin Mitchell, Jaleel Brown, and Dejon Smith, as well as safety Clayton Gathers. Now, remember the Cowboys and Rams. That is actually the NFL preseason game of the year on ESPN. Get it at Joe Duffy's picks. Chargers and the Titans. Chargers may open it up late for those of you who can actually bet the quarter bets in preseason football. They are expected to open it up late as they have several receivers battling for the final one or two spots. Now, depending on if they go into the regular season with 5 or 6, but it looks like there's only 1 or 2 spots open and a bunch of guys in a legitimate battle for it. Veteran DeMarco Murray isn't expected to play much against the Chargers. He, of course, the running back from Philadelphia a couple years ago, Dallas. Titans plan to limit their reps in the preseason of DeMarco Murray for sure. And Derrick Henry and the team's other backs will instead get the bulk of the work. Now, quarterback Marcus Mariota for the Tits has looked very good in camp, but he'll get that usual limited playing time. Titans' Mike Mularkey, though, did say that the first-team offensive line will probably get extended playing time on Saturday as they are really starting to come around to gel. That's an area they need to improve. It looks like the offensive line will probably get a chance to go against the second-team defense of the Chargers. Some of the Chargers doubtful. Wide receivers Travis Benjamin and Javante Herndon. Defensive tackle Tenny Payapoli and Sean Lissamore. Center guard Spencer Pulley. Starting guard Orlando Franklin is considered questionable. Remember, the power more than 620 sports services behind each and every play is on the Master Luck Line. Master Luck Line going back to 1980 on the score phones.
Once upon a time in a convenience store, a woman asked, "Which zero-calorie drink will I like more?" The cashier said, "I have a thought. Coke Zero Sugar always hits the spot." The taste made her heart fill with laughter, and with her Coke Zero Sugar, she lived happily ever after. Coca-Cola Zero Sugar, unbelievably delicious.
No trip to the store is complete without the unbelievably delicious zero-calorie taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Pick some up at 7-Eleven today.